Hello everyone, and welcome to Planet Zoo. Sorry about the frame rate of between 3 and 0 FPS. Also the low graphics quality. As I've mentioned before, my laptop just barely handles this game as it is, so there's not much lower go reasonably. So if the animals are sometimes hard to see, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do. Especially with my recording stuff, because it just kills it. So anyway, this is my zoo I've made. Ignore the negative cache. I stupidly decided to take the 75k loan, and maybe I shouldn't have. It doesn't help that I have a weird problem with the zoo's income. But anyway, so I just wanted to show my zoo off and what I've built. This is one of 2 staff areas I built. Actually, the first one I built. Pretty sure that just about everything is here in the zoo. But we also have a little shop area with an ATM that, for whatever reason, is inaccessible. I don't know why. I had it here. Not if I had it there, but I also had a weird problem with restrooms in this zoo. Sometimes stuff just never works like I want it to. But anyway, so this is the first actual exhibit I built for the Gemsbach. There is Zuberi and Amina in here. Zuberi is the male, Amina is female. I think there's a baby one running around here as well. They were actually the second animal I got to breed. Ignore the symbol. That is a Gemsbach. So that one's Amina right here. I'm gonna get this camera. That is complete. We're gonna real quickly look at the Gemsbach. So I decided to put some grass under the shelter, and I put these here. I don't remember exactly what they are, but mostly to help with the privacy, so that they could, so it was harder for guests to see. And my FPS is 1. Yeah, it's awful. Sorry, but yeah, I have to say, this is just incredible. The animals are incredibly beautiful. I do, as I've mentioned before, I have some problems with it. The controls can be a little odd at times, and building fences doesn't feel as fluid as it does in Zoo Tycoon 2, but I mean, I can sort of understand why. It's more of a freeform system, and it's sort of finicky at first, but I feel like it still works well. It's a push and pull sort of deal. But we're gonna stop looking at our Gemsbach here. Jesus, the restroom. Yeah, that was perfect time to zoom out. So anyway, also for this game they brought in the oh, there's my baby one. I don't know its name because I didn't purchase it. It's not on my note deal. The baby and oh, the inspectors arrived. Putting me another 4.5-star review. Betsarai. We'll look at them just because I know people will want to see the baby animal. That apparently needs to be cleaned up. Yeah. Aww. game really kills the frame rate, but oh well. Yeah, this game, this laptop was not meant to play it. I hate that X button. Don't worry about that. It's not. The mouse clicks are nothing to do with the laptop. It's more to do with my mouse. It just isn't as responsive. So I'm sort of happy with this exhibit. A lot of desert. Also grass is in there too. The terrain painting, not exactly as strong as you may want at times, but I think that was only 70% intensity, which made it harder. So next up, we're gonna look over here at the Baird's Taper, just because I'm pointed. This is Tonak and Slozotzen. Yeah, these names are something. I did not name them. This, I think, Slozotzen. This is our female taper. And this is another exhibit. I guess that was sitting out for me. But this exhibit I'm sort of happy with. I could have done better, and I could do better, but for what it is right now, I'm kind of happy with it. It doesn't look that bad, that's for certain. And that is Tonak. There's a lot of something there. Yeah, so this is our male taper. And so this is the Baird's Taper exhibit. I sort of went with an open area up front, with some, not entirely sure, elephant ear plants, yeah, which, there's actually no elephants in South America, which is sort of funny to think about it. Then these trees, these are the tamarind tree, and I chose them because they gave the best foresty cover for this small exhibit. And once again, bushes around here to sort of help hide the shelter and give them a little more privacy. Not that it was as important as for doing it for the Gemsbot, but yeah, for the Gemsbot it was something I had to figure out. Here is our Warthog exhibit, and I think these were and these were after the taper. The taper were the third thing I did. They were fourth. This is Kafale and Neima. This is, yep, that is Neima, our female Warthog, and this is Kafale, our male Warthog. And this is a small exhibit, but I am so happy with it and how I was able to make it perfect. Big grass here, help hide the shelter some. Bird's nest ferns all in here. Some fern plants to make it a little more foresty. Tamarind tree to the forest field. And some large nettles planted around here to add some grassiness to this section as well. I'm holding on to this. That was a bug right there. I tried to place a gate there, but it, for whatever reason, didn't actually put the gate in there. But this is the Sable Antelope exhibits. This has Wambua and Barrica. There's medium nettles in the front area. That is Amina. That is Wambua. Wambua is the male. Amina is the female. There's a big baobab tree in the back, so I will get one in this savannah exhibit. I think it's the medium one. Not the short one, not the tall, thin one, but the medium-sized one. These are something... marula trees and hookthorn acacias, nettles up front, and then around the shelter is some candelabra trees. And there's a second little staff area over here. Nothing right here currently, but you could add more staff stuff. Also, I did not do any custom buildings, just because... But, sorry about that. Had to get my dog in. She was scratching at my door. But, I could theoretically add more. There's bathroom here because I think it's the other one that was glitched and is supposedly inaccessible. That ATM's also inaccessible right there. But this is the most recent venture I had. The pronghorn antelopes. And this is Oliver and Tiffany. Oliver is the male. No, Zophany. She is a female pronghorn. So, this is actually where I ran out of cash building this, but there's sort of a foresty area with some bracken ferns, as well as white birches, making this little forest section. There's Oliver right there. These are hawthorn bushes, and there are some lady ferns around it. And this is precisely the point I ran out of money for the zoo, because that one stupid loan. So there's just nothing I could really do about it. But we're gonna cover those. So yeah, this is a zoo I'm sort of happy with, and I wish I could expand it a little more, but I really can't. I was gonna do an African elephant exhibit here, maybe some Indian rhinos, probably over here, just as a... And then I was also going to do Indian elephants up here, because there would be more space for them. But sadly, not really making money with this zoo for whatever reason. I am not entirely sure. This is just my franchise mode zoo that I built up. But I'm happy with it, that's for certain. I could do better with some of the exhibits like this one. I feel like I can make better in the future, but it's certainly something to be happy with in my work. I'm happy with what I did, but I was gonna say that just as a side note, having two currencies here, conservation points, there's sort of a system to it that I'm not entirely a fan of having the two currency systems, or more specifically how it's currently balanced with the animal trading, which I'm not going to show you, just because to show you how ridiculous this is. You may have already seen this, but with the animal market, when it loads, you're going to see that there's a crap ton of conservation point trades, but you cannot, for the life of you, get money trades. There's like almost none. So, might be Baby Gamesbach. I honestly hope they add bongos to the game, and that's one of the animals they have, just because I feel like a forest antelope would be cool to have. Let's see. There's some. Oh my gosh. Some oxen trade. 33 for gold. It's 8.4 years old. But, there's one money trade. Yeah, and then elephants are just so expensive. There's not even a money buy one. Yeah, as you can see, there's just a bunch of conservation point trades and no money trades. Yeah, cash or conservation. Return. I clicked twice by accident. Yeah, this is yeah, there's like 2 African dogs. Yeah, as you can see, it's really ridiculous how few you can buy. Just because, like, oh, that's bugged. That's showing the wrong symbol. Yeah, this is the beta, so, and I'm playing on a garbage laptop, so no one expects it to be perfect. But yeah, I haven't really messed with the exhibit trading. But I mean, I was more focused on the big animals that actually matter. Oh, they're play fighting. Maybe father and son. Or maybe the 2 mates. Does the sun go up for now? Tier 6. Tier 5. Yeah. That bug. Yeah, there's a bug that makes the Gemsbok symbol sable antelopes, but yeah, this game is lovely when it's on a good laptop, but this is what I have. I'm actually gonna set it to looking at Lambua. I also like the name system, how they randomly did the names. It's sort of cool. Yep, I clicked the nettle. Yeah, my laptop's not running well. He's munching on it too. Here's Lambua, so we can go into. Yeah, it's. I think that's lag. It's so beautiful. It's possibly my favorite animal in the beta. Outside of the African elephants, of course, but yeah, this is one of my favorites they have in the beta. And I really hope they add bongos, because that would be amazing. Because if you haven't seen my Zoo Tycoon 2 series, that is one of the animals that I specifically said to add, so hopefully they bring it in bongos. Maybe the mountain bongos to make it a little more interesting, where you have to add some hills and some hilly terrain. Lighting the nettles. There's mate. I'm not really gonna worry, because this is so I'm not really worried about finances. I may just start this zoo over, make an entirely new one, if I even play franchise in the actual game. there's actually two things that I'm gonna skip over for this. In franchise mode, I'll probably skip, and whatever the other mode is, because they originally announced 3 modes: campaign, franchise, and sandbox. And franchise was going to be an online-only deal, but the problem is, though, that it's always online, and people sort of wanted a offline mode that was like franchise, and they said, well, we can't make it where you do franchise offline, but they've decided that instead we're going to add a 4th mode. I suspect they'll call it either Enterprise or Challenge. Probably Enterprise, or not really sure what else they could do it. But you might play that some. I won't promise that I'll do it a lot, and I won't even promise that I'll do a lot of this game, but on the channel. I may do another Zoo showcase. That is assuming I don't get a better computer or an actual PC Zoo. But I may do another Zoo showcase for a Zoo I build on Freeform. But so yeah, this is my Zoo, and I am also hoping I can get a better computer for release, because I look forward to it. Because this is the game I wish I had for years. Still have to say, though, that the people could look better, because, I mean, this is going to be a small nitpick, but it sort of, for me, doesn't fit. Because, I mean, the people look not that good. I get that they're stylized. I personally don't like their appearance, though. I think they look kind of stupid. But, also, the second problem is that it totally clashes with the beautiful animals. Like, I mean, you saw how cool some of these animals look. Like, I'm sure you can look at the warthogs, because even they look incredible for what they are. And I mean, even with these lower graphics, they still look pretty darn cool. Let's go to cam mode on Kafale. I mean, they put so much work into these animal models and how they look and move and animate that I'm sort of sad that they didn't do the same treatment for the people. And I get that the idea was, oh, we're gonna have some solidarity with Planet Coaster, but I mean, even this is incredible. I mean, they look so awesome in this game, but the people are just pretty much copy-paste from Planet Coaster, which, I mean, solidarity between games, giving more time to do the animals, and also meaning they can release the game sooner because they didn't spend a bunch of time on the people. But even then, I feel like, and also it's sort of like, oh, it's something that, that's bad, really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this zoo before anything awful happens with warthogs, but yeah, this is still a great game. I mean, some of the controls feel a little off, like not being able to do this and move the screen. And I think it's right. Yeah, it's right click a move stop to move. So I guess with the idea that you can use right click, you can like do something like this, where it's just like, oh, you click a tree and still move. But also the camera movement is holding the middle mouse to angle the camera around. I do wish there was an easier way to rotate the camera, though, because Q and E are zoom in and out. It's actually like a vertical, not vertical zoom in or vertical zoom out. It's weird. But, I mean, it's more of little problems I have with this game than big problems. And I'd actually rate this game at about an 8 out of 10. Because it's a good game, it's just little things that give me trouble. But, without further ado, get a big zoom on my zoo. Not that big. My zoo's not that big yet. Or at all. It never will be, because I'm probably going to stop at these 3 exhibits. But, there's my warthogs, gemsbok, tapir, sable antelopes, and, pronghorns. With my little staff city, or alley, whatever you want to call it. But without further ado, this is Planet Zoo, and I hope you enjoyed this laggy tour of my zoo. Yeah, this is actually about what it's like building it, so I know you might be a little sad I didn't do any building, but I honestly don't want to, because this is what it is while I'm building normally, so it would just lag out even more. So without further ado, I will see you guys next time. And I may actually be giving you guys a tour of some of my other zoos in the future, but not in this game, but in Zoo Tycoon 2. But I will see you guys next time.